for anyone that's around me, I am streaming at the moment. Mainly because I want to explain this whole ordeal with the dang elevators. Alright, the freight elevators that we're all using everywhere at any freaking given moment of the time. Alright. And I think I'm going to start off by going over there. Gonna go over there to one of the freaking elevators, you know, where we do all this dang, you know, hauling for the event and everything. All around. And it's kind of getting annoying seeing the chat pop up every time in global that, oh, the elevators are broken. No, they're not freaking broken all the dang time. Just because you can't get it up doesn't mean it's broken. And I know that's what old men say too, but fuck, sometimes that's true. I don't even know why I'm trying to enter through this. I need to go through the freaking elevator here. Not the elevator I was talking about either. Talking about the freight elevators for cargo and everything like that. So I've noticed, like, every time that someone goes up to the elevator, they'll go up to it and they'll access it, and they won't look at like what position the elevator is actually in. They just freaking they just go up there acting like it's gonna freaking correct itself automatically. It's not gonna correct itself automatically. You have got to make sure the arrows are lit up the right way, and if they aren't, make them lit up the freaking right way, exit the dang thing, and then access it again, and then it'll fix the dang bug with that. And I'll show you how that's done in this stream. And if anyone else has any other friends that are having these problems, or you just see someone in game struggling with these elevators, refer them to my channel, at least this stream, and I guarantee you it will still be up. You will still be able to hear everything that I have to say about these, and maybe we can actually get something done about it, because at this moment it seems like all that anyone's really worried about is fixing some vague problem with the elevator. It's vague because no one knows how to explain it. All they can do is, oh, it's this kind of error, or is that. I mean, they try their best, but at the same time, they're not exactly saying it. So, like, it's kind of hard to freaking judge whether everybody's saying the right dang thing or not about a dang freight elevator. So, here, just to kind of make sure that we've got a specific place that we're going here, because I'm not always remembering where I had to go to get this stuff or whatever. I've done Microtech and ArcCorp, and I think I tried to do one of the other ones for Hurston, but Hurston's kind of, I don't know, I had problems when I tried to do Hurston's, but mainly because other people and all that. But so we'll go ahead and we will go and we'll hit small cargo needs hauling, right? Except that, right? It's tracking, of course, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here, right? Gonna click on this, route my way over there, and every now and then this will freaking bug out, which I figured out a way around that. It's just, you gotta mess with it. Most of this like this whole game is you got to mess with it. You've got to waste time with it.
Well, you know the drill by now, so I'll just leave you to take care of everything. Thanks.
And since you basically got to mess with everything like it's a freaking game that isn't complete, because it is not a game that is complete for the last freaking time. It is not complete. It will never be complete until all the features that they want to add are added, because that's how this dang game is. And it doesn't matter if you're doing a main hauling mission or not. Alright? If it has to do with the elevators, alright, or any of the cargo, that's like that's usually what ends up happening. If your game is crashing, it's most likely you gotta validate your freaking files every freaking time it does that. If it does it way too often, it's got to do it like 3 times in a row. If it does it 3 times in a row, verify your files, because that is the problem. It is your verified files. If it is still happening after you verify the files, give it a fucking break or restart your PC. Don't keep messing with it like it's gonna do something, because sometimes it does, but a lot of the times you're just wasting your dang time at that point. You might as well go find something better to do with your day when it gets to that point. Point being is I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it in the chat. Whenever I load up the game, I always see someone having a freaking problem with something. And I understand there's going to be freaking problems with this game, but at the same time, it's not them asking about it, it's them bitching about it and saying, why can't it be fixed? Why can't it just work? It's a beta. It's a beta. Simple as that. I mean, that's all it's going to be for right now, because they haven't added everything that they wanted to add. They're adding these events to kind of help their little process and kind of, fund the game to be built. Like all these features that are going to stay permanently, you know? Like those whatever they have to freaking take out, they're taking them out because there's obviously some bit of code that isn't in there just yet that would actually make it run flawlessly. All right? And I don't even know if they're even thinking about that way or not. But here's the thing. Start thinking. Just start thinking before you freaking go ranting and raving in these chats, man. Because no one wants to hear it. They're already dealing with their own problems with the game. Everybody has their own problems with the game. Trying to find someone to relate to with it, I get it. But it, at the same time, if it doesn't seem like people are wanting to hear it, don't say it. Which is probably the worst way of freaking saying that, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell everybody about that. Because it makes no sense. Point being is, I'm tired of people not asking questions about like how to fix it. They're just bitching about it. That's all I ever end up seeing. I don't see hey, how do I fix this? I see why can't this be fixed? Or why is this bugged? There's obvious reasons why it's bugged. It's the game itself. The game itself is why it's bugged. It always will. It'll be that way. I don't know why, but it seems like it. I mean, it may not always be that way, but it is that way. It's crazy. Just like it's crazy that we keep freaking like people keep freaking complaining. Look, look, if you see right there in the chat where it says global and everything and stuff, you'll see someone said wiped. Anything can be deleted. Yeah, that's true. Just claim all your ships every day before you log out. You don't have to claim your ships every day before you log out, but that is probably a good. Well, I mean, maybe it's for the ones that you buy in game. I haven't been able to buy one in game, so I can't really speak on that per se. Oh, and I'm coming in really freaking hot. Ooh, that is bright as hell. I know some people are probably gonna say, "Hey, where you been?" when it comes to this part. Well, obviously I was not paying too much attention to how bright that was. I don't even know why it's so freaking bright exactly. I'm gonna have to probably mess with my settings eventually. Because usually it's dark everywhere I go in this game, which is funny. And for any of you watching this way after the fact, yes, I am Assassin 208 in this game. If you want to hang out with me, or friend me, or even just do missions with someone like me, or heck, even just join me for these kind of streams, by all means, you're more than welcome. I'm, I have no qualms about it. I just wish I could see the chat right now to see what everybody is saying. Probably help if I changed it from white. So many ships that look like they're abandoned here. One looks like it's waiting. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over this way a little bit. And we're going to land right here. I'm going to make sure I'm not landing on anyone's head. Alrighty. Here we go. And for any of you that is in this server, and I told you to look me up because I was going to be explaining all of this, I told you I was going to explain it, and here I am. I'm getting ready to explain it because I'm getting out of my ship to go over to the elevators, and I'm going to show you all what I've been talking about by they're not broke. It's just a way you use them. That's really the problem sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Because I've had a few instances where I couldn't grab anything out of the dang elevator because it would either be overloaded or something. Like there would be some kind of BS. Yeah, I'm starting to think that a lot of these ships are abandoned over here. See, everybody's abandoning their ships here. This is causing it even more so to happen because no one knows how to get rid of their ship out of this area before they freaking leave. It always seems to be jam-packed every time I get to a freaking one of these zones. There's always so many ships. That's probably part of the reason. It can't read the dang code right. Because it's having to read so freaking much. It's having to register the fact that there are so many dang things. Okay, so you see, there's the arrow. See, it's saying go up to bring it up, right? And look, it's actually down. This is one that ain't broke. All right, you can use that. Here's one that is down. Let's go access it and see if it is up on the arrows. All right. If it is up on the arrows, then we got to put it down to be able to get it open, right? Nope, nope. It's down. Wow. Hello, is there anyone here at this freaking pad? If not, you are taking up space for no reason. You might want to leave. So, you see, this is open, right? I'm going to access this to see what it says. Oh, look. It's got... These freaking elevators are working. What the heck are you all talking about? Exactly. This guy's ship is here. Hello? Anyone here? Knock knock. Anyone home? Doesn't look like anyone's home. Oh, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna freaking move his ship. You know why? Because it's not in use.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Not in use. I'm not letting it be here. Simple as that. Moving the ship over this way just a bit. Probably a little too much, to be honest. But
Engines off.
let's face it, dude was on the tarmac. Didn't need to be parked there. My game's freaking lagged for a sec. Can't close this door, so he's gonna have to deal with that open cargo bay. Seemed like someone was coming in for a landing. Now looking at it, I'm not so sure that they were coming in for a landing. But either way, that pretty much goes to settle what I'm trying to say. I've seen other freaking instances of, the elevators actually being broken, like it giving a server error, which that's actually broken, all right? And that means you're gonna have to server hop, all right? Now, if it's not pulling up all your freaking cargo, you might be on the smaller landing pad, and you need to go over to the bigger one, like this. Like, you see, for this one, you're it'll be over here. It'll be the one with the single cargo like freight elevator over here. I think it's either this one or the other one, actually. No, I think it's the one with the double. All right. Yeah, it's the one with the double. That should be the large freight elevator. And then there are some that act like small freight elevators, even though they look like a large. So you got to be kind of careful and monitor that. If you don't monitor that, then it ends up getting messy. You end up not having anything work for you. But I'm just gonna say this: don't consider it broken just because it doesn't work the first freaking try. Give it a freaking bit before you consider it broken. Someone's taking off. Oh no, it's just my ship being on, I guess. But I shut the engines off. Yes, elevators overloaded is a bug. Well, yes and no. Anywho, I basically already established everything I needed to establish with this stream. Um, to be honest, I started this up being a bit aggravated with the comms on here. It just everybody had been saying something about the elevators one after the other, and I got tired of hearing it. So now you've got this video to look back on, and yes, it's kind of crappy because it's starting to rain and everything like that. But if you did, I don't. If anyone, I don't know, if anyone has any questions or whatever, message me. Friend me on here. You guys got my Discord in my bio on the channel. You can join my Discord, talk to me there about this. Yeah, no, just if you need any kind of help, let me know. I am on Discord. I am available almost 24/7. Almost. If I don't respond, give me some time. I will try and respond to you as fast as possible, but you got to be going through the appropriate channels. Appropriate channels being my Discord and a bunch of other places, which mainly Discord, to be honest. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and stay safe out there, citizens.